Okay.
That just moved. Can you still see?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, today we're going to talk about solving equations containing decimals. We have added with decimals, we have subtracted with decimals, we have multiplied, and we have divided. We have solved equations. Remember when we put our finger on the variable? We got rid of whatever was next to our finger. We're going to combine those two skill sets into one problem today. Nothing new. Okay, this is nothing new. So the first one. We have an equation, we have a variable, and we have decimals, right? Steps. Must write the problem today. Step 2, find the variable, cover it up. Ask yourself, what is next to my finger? Whatever that is, I have to do the opposite. I have to get rid of it. Okay, so here's my variable. Covered it up. If you can't see in the back, please stand up, okay guys? What's the opposite of what's next to my little marker there?
Positive.
Positive what?
Positive 3.84.
Positive 3.84. Oh, I should probably do that in a different color. So you can see it. Now I must line up this decimal when I'm doing the opposite. You remember that rule from decimals? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to put the positive 3 here and the 0.84 here. Draw my add subtract line. And then I'm going to do the math. Okay, but I got a problem here. I got an empty space. Can you guys add with empty spaces, or do you need to put the zeros in?
You can add without.
You can add without. You can't subtract without because you might have to borrow, right? Mm-hmm. But you can add without. You just kind of drop down the number. Everybody okay with that? Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to do the math. Signs are the same, so I am going to add. And our decimal goes straight down. That's a 0. So step 5 is mark out the zeros. And the last step is bring down the extras. Who can tell me what I mean by extras? Bring down the extras. Aaliyah?
X equals.
X and the equals. The things that you have never touched yet. The things that you have not done math with. Blake, can you see?
Yeah.
You got it? Okay, this is the first type of problem. It's with the add subtract. Then I'm going to show you a multiply divide one. Okay?
Are we going to have different steps? Oh, yeah.
No.
Because
Do the opposite. It covers it. The steps are really going to be the same. What you see when you initiate the problem will be different. Whether you see add subtract, whether you see a fraction, whether you see a smush. That's what you gotta look for. You ask yourself, what do I see before you start? So you know what the opposite operation is gonna be. Okay, so this was add, subtract. Next one I have is when there's a fraction. And you have these steps in your notes when you're dealing with a fraction, solving equations with a fraction. Step 1 was to put the whole thing in parentheses. Remember that? Then we multiplied by what? Micah?
We put 3.9 over 1.
3.9, the denominator. These two cross canceled, right? We marked them out. Then we did 3.9 times 1.2. And I don't know 39 times 12, so I'm going to write it down. Right? I don't know 39 times 12. So I got 468. But I have two digits that exist behind the decimal point. So Hunter, where am I going to put my decimal?
In between the 4 and the 6.
In between the 4 and the 6. So I have two digits that still exist, right? We match those up. Then I bring down my extras. So when it's a fraction, it's pretty easy. We cross cancel. We get rid of the denominator. Can you guys see that marker? Okay, and this is the last kind. This is the one when you see a smush or they're mashed together. That means multiply, right?
Yes.
So the opposite of multiply is what?
Divide.
Divide. So I'm going to draw two fraction lines, and I'm going to divide by the exact coefficient. Now, when we did the division last night, they wrote them out horizontally. This is vertically as a fraction, which is no different. Remember the stupid phrase, the bottom is bad, so it got kicked out? So the bottom of my fraction is going to be on the outside of my division bar. And then I'm going to add 4, just like a paper score when we're figuring our grades. So will 16 go into 4?
No.
No. Will 16 go into 40?
Yes.
How many times?
Twice.
16 into 80?
5 times.
5 times, and it terminates.
I'm smart.
Okay? We're just kind of bringing the last week and a half all together into one day.
Okay.
Okay? We're done with the video?